My name is Julia Quinten-Rugwabiza. I'm a Belgian Rwandese, born in Congo, but I lived almost all my life in Belgium before moving to Kigali, Rwanda, almost 6 months ago. I'm the owner of a digital marketing agency called Intego Advertising. It's pronounced with a silent C, but as Dutch people would pronounce it, it's Intego Advertising. We help entrepreneurs gain more visibility online and reach their goals through a solid digital strategy. Next to that, I'm also owner of a web shop called Inzira, where I sell accessories made in collaboration with local artists and artisans. And in my spare time, I also build a community of women entrepreneurs. I put them in the spotlight because I believe that women, and especially in African countries, don't have a lot of stage. They don't have a lot of stage offered to them. So I would like to offer them that spotlight, and we also organize events, and there is one coming up very soon. So as you can see, I'm probably a multi-passionate person. I like a lot of variety in what I do. To be honest, as a multi-passionate woman, I like a lot of things, and I kind of want to do everything, but I know it's not possible. I like the quote of Michelle Obama that says you can have it all, but maybe not at the same time. So before starting my business, actually I've worked for 7 years in digital marketing for quite a couple of brands, international brands. And I thought, well, I already have this expertise, why not do it myself and offer my services to entrepreneurs and brands, and especially on this market, even though my clients are a bit from everywhere, because digital, you don't have physical borders. Freedom is actually my #1 value, and I always wanted to have this freedom to create my own thing, take my own path, have my own decisions, and that's why appealed me in the entrepreneurship journey, and well, also the challenges that come with it, because I think when you are in a career, okay, you have quite a few challenges, but as a business owner, you have to take a lot of roles, and that's also challenging, and for someone that likes variety, that's quite interesting. My goal is to grow my agency to become the #1 digital marketing agency on the African continent. The short-term goals for each one of them. So for the agency, it's really to recruit an amazing team and to train them. So that's the short-term plan that I have. I'm already working with I already have one employee actually, but I want to grow the team. Then for the web shop is, to be honest, I'm in the phase where I really have to build out my presence and visibility. So that's something I would like to focus more on in the short term. And for the community of women entrepreneurs, it's organizing more events and gaining more visibility, traction here in Rwanda, because, well, I built this platform when I was in Belgium. And actually, well, I started recently here, and the event that we are organizing was sold out in less than 24 hours, and I want to continue on doing that and, well, connecting, inspiring women with each other. And I don't think I want to stay all my life in digital. I want to touch. I'm the kind of person that follows her energy and her interests, so I will be in digital marketing, but maybe tomorrow I will explore another field. I don't know what the future brings, but I think life is short and you really have to go after what you like and what gives you energy. Yeah, developing your business skills, your communication skills as well. And I speak for myself when I say that, because I'm kind of an introvert, and so being able, well, to connect with other people, communicate with them, conveying your message is really important, and that's something I still am building on because of my introvert nature. But I'm also working on different kind of skills, finance, so that I can also follow up on, well, what's happening in my business, is it financially okay, and I'm planning on learning, well, different skills, because I like learning, of course. But I think that's actually an important part of entrepreneurships. The skill is communication, being able to adapt, and also being quick to learn and willing to learn. First of all, it was pretty easy to set up a business here in Rwanda, but then finding the right information was difficult. Also thinking about, well, how can I scale my business? It's not always easy because Rwanda is a pretty small market. So that's why I was thinking, okay, let's go think bigger and think about outside of Rwanda even. And that's great because my digital business allows me to do that. I have clients in Belgium, the US, Congo, so that's good. But other difficulties is, well, especially for digital business parts, coming here, some people not always understand the impact that digital can have for their business, and they kind of want to prioritize other aspects of their own business, especially when, well, you have a small market, you have maybe not always all the means you need to develop your business. Well, you have to make choices, and it's difficult, well, to show them and convince them that that's also something they need to work on and that they need to invest in. If you want to reach more clients, you need your marketing, you need your digital marketing, especially in this COVID times. The digital allows you, well, to touch a larger audience, have people speak and know that your product or service exists. What do I love about entrepreneurship? A lot of things. First of all, well, when you're in 95, you also have a kind of responsibility, but as an entrepreneur, it's even more because, well, if you don't do the necessary work, you won't find the clients, you won't get your marketing out well done, or your financing point. So a lot depends on you. It can be scary, but at the same time, I think it's empowering. So that's this one aspect I really love about entrepreneurship. The second part is the freedom. As I mentioned, I love freedom. It's my #1 value. So being able to say, okay, this, of course, you work hard and you need to work hard to, well, to grow your business, but at the same time you can choose what you do, which projects you take on, how you do it. So this kind of control and level of freedom is really what speaks to me, and that's why I want to, well, continue growing as an entrepreneur. So what are the positive things of doing business in Rwanda? For me, it's really the ease of setting up your own business. I did it online, and I think in 24 hours it was already set up. So that's pretty awesome compared to other countries. The second thing I really like about Rwanda, it's the security that it offers, and it's quite well structured. So, like I mentioned, it's easy to set up your business in Rwanda, but the follow-up, like finding the right documents, the right information, it's not always you cannot always easily find it. So that's, for me, is one of the biggest improvement points for doing business in Rwanda. Well, finding the right information easily, having everything displayed on a website, and not having to struggle and hassle to find information here and there. So yeah, that's the biggest point for me. So one of the biggest reasons I came back is, well, you have the personal aspect. I have family here, but then on a business level, it's really because there's still a lot to be done here. You have a lot of opportunities if you look for it. Whereas in Belgium, okay, you have, or in Europe in general, you have opportunities, but, well, some business are already well established, and depending on the industry, if you want to find your spot, well, sometimes it's already saturated. Whereas in Africa, you can start from scratch, you can be a pioneer, and there's still a lot to be done. So that's really what appeals me to be doing business here. What makes Africa unique, it's really like mostly a personal point, because, well, I'm African myself, and I want to help develop, well, Rwanda, my country, but also the continent in general, if possible. And that's why I said also, I don't want to only be a big agency in Rwanda, but I want to develop and grow my agency to become the #1 agency on the African continent, and I want to train people also here because you have a lot of talents, and so yeah, that's actually my goal, is really, well, having my business settled here so I can help my fellow Rwandese, as being a Rwandan myself. But not only that, I want to help, well, if possible, the continent by providing training, providing jobs, and all that through my agency or potential other business that I'm gonna develop. The biggest tip that I apply also to myself is not to overthink it. It's good to strategize, have a plan, but not spend too much time on it and being stuck in your head and overthink it. I think the biggest factor that will push you forward is really taking action. So for me, when I have an idea, okay, I'll brainstorm a little bit about it, but then I just like to go and take action, because you will also easily see in a faster way if it's for you or not. So by taking action, you get more answers quickly than by just staying at home and thinking about it. So that's my tip. You have your idea, don't overthink it, just go take action and learn from it. If you want to follow my entrepreneurial journey, you can follow me on my personal account, Julia Quinton. Then, if you're interested in digital marketing, feel free to follow my page, Intego Advertising. And then, if you're a female woman entrepreneur and you want to connect with like-minded women, feel free to connect and follow my page, Noire Ambition. Thank you.